Oh, goodness. Check one, two. Check one, two. Oops. Oh, that's a lot of messages on that phone. Fudge. Check one, two. Where's YouTube on this thing? Check one, two. One, two, one, two, one, two. One, two. The sunny side. That's me. Collective energy. Whoa, volume is loud. Video plays soon. The ads are working. Check, check. Check, check. Man, I really like the speakers on the iPhone. Man, I could have left the music studio all those years ago. I could have done everything I did at the music studio on an iPhone. Like I could have done it all. This iPhone, not the old iPhone, this new one is good. Actually, Michelle had a really nice iPhone, but like I'm a different kind of guy because I do different stuff, right? Although I knew some actors, I knew an actor who used to do his video stuff on the iPhone, and I knew and Michelle used to record videos on the iPhone. It was really cute. So, hey Lloyds, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's do a little. We're gonna do a little tarot check-in, and then I'm gonna hit the road. It's great to see you, Lloyds. Wow, Lloyds, if I could right now, like if I could do it right now, I would buy a condo right now today. Like right now today. I would just, if I could, I would do it right now today. But then this doesn't solve the problem. Today it doesn't solve the problem. Hey, Rahani, I hope you're having a sexy, amazing day. Welcome back. We're just going to do a little collective energy check-in, and then I'm going to boogie out and hit the road. Hey, Gigi, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Rahani, I can't. So I found a mental health facility in Pinellas County. I don't know if the hotel's in Pinellas County, but she's supposed to live there. I don't even know what the fuck a county is. It's like so I'm gonna go down, drop off a care package in front of her hotel, my hotel room, because she's kind of on a hunger strike. She's on a hunger strike, right? She's on a hunger strike. So she's kind of sort of trying to kill herself. I didn't realize that till we did the astrology yesterday. And now I realize she's slowly trying to kill herself. But she also said something similar to that to me anyways. So she's really skinny to begin with. So I hope I get there in time, but I'm not rushing. And I came online. For those who know me, I don't usually start my day like this. I don't usually commence my day like this. My days I usually start on the move. So, like SLC would be like, what are you doing in the hotel? Don't you guys usually get up and go? Yeah, we usually do. But today I'm going to take it nice and easy breezy. I'm going to take it nice and easy breezy. Rahani is not my girlfriend, man. It's my buddy. But there's a reason. I have an internal reason for doing all of this. And there's a lot of negative stuff that's happening. And I want to impress upon you something, Rahani, because you're the kind of the baby here. And there's a lesson here that I really want you to learn. Please. The other guys have not learned this lesson. And I want you to learn the lesson. It's extremely important. The lesson is this. So the lesson is this. You have a choice in life. Rahani, you have a choice in life. And you look around. You've been here from last couple of months. Hey, Eric, I hope you have an amazing day. You see what everyone is saying to me. Everyone is saying, run away. Okay? Everyone is saying, run away. Now, I'll tell you the story that my mother said to me. I was arguing with my first wife. As always, my first wife cheated on me for months and months and months. So she's gone. Okay. And I don't want to say anything bad about Speed because I'm going to need Speed to help me with the house because I can't trust Milena. So here's the deal. We were in the laundry room at the apartment building that we owned. And, we're talking and we're collecting the money and we're doing stuff. And we're talking about speed, right? Jane, she's like, and my mom says, you know what? If you have a dish and the dish is chipped or something, you could use glue and fix that dish. And I made a joke and I said to my mom, or you could throw it in the garbage and we could buy a whole new set of plates. Right? That's the deal. And so that was the joke we had. Now, how does that story relate to what we're going through today? The overwhelming philosophy has been to run away. The overwhelming philosophy. Now, that philosophy, so you have a philosophy of running away, like immediately run away, which I do. I react quickly, immediately run, or figure it out. So what's the difference in this philosophy? So Rohani, what's the difference in this philosophy? Immediately running away or standing and figuring it out and working through? Why is this so important, Rohani, to you specifically? At 27 years old and extremely beautiful, extremely smart, extremely world traveled, why is this lesson so important to you specifically? Because if you cannot work it out, you will be a single mom. You will never have a stable relationship. You will always be working against the tide. You will always be chasing things. To think that my parents didn't argue is folly. Like, it's nonsense. My parents argued constantly about lots of different things, usually about money. And my parents, let's see what's going on. One sec. Yeah, we're glitching. Give it a sec. Okay, we're back. I'll do it again. We're back. I'll do it again. So you have a choice in this life. Okay, let's do it again. So you have a choice in this life. And in relationships, Rohani, this is what people call emotional maturity. In relation, you have to be able to work it out, or else you're going to be a single mom. That's the deal. And so when you see that in business, right, all of these women are saying, run away, and they joke about ghosting and this and that. And I see all of these fugs calling themselves trophy girlfriends and all of these nasty chicks with like cake makeup. They think they're like pretty in a model, but they're not. They're fugs. So Rohani, you must somehow find a way to work it out. It becomes even worse when I hear all this nonsense. Oh, the guy did this. Oh, my ex is an asshole. Oh, my ex is an asshole. Oh, my ex is abusive guy. All right. I get it. Why did you have 2 kids with him? You have to work it out. You have to be mature. You have to work it out. People ask me in astrology every single day, is this zodiac sign compatible with this zodiac sign? Which zodiac signs are compatible? They're all compatible. You just have to bury the ego. And you just have to express yourself, learn to communicate, learn to express, learn to make it through these things. Hey, Gingy, I hope you're having a beautiful day. That's why this is so important. And Rohani, if you look in the chat for the last little while, you will see an overwhelming response of people saying, run away. That's the difference. I'm not American. I don't run away. I'm Canadian. I stand and fight. And I fight for who I believe. I fight for what I believe in. And I fight for who I love. And I fight for you guys. I fight for Ginger. Someone came on here and said a small little thing about Ginger, and I evaporated the fuck out of that guy. So that's the lesson. While at the same time navigating your own security, your own safety, your own wants and desires and dreams and goals and hopes and aspirations, You have to navigate it. There was a question. Answer me this, Rahani. You're a science girl. So, like, when we're talking, and I'm talking about music, and people come in with frequencies, right? Well, frequency is based on length. Like, it's length of the string. Length and tightness of the string gives you the frequency. We're all different heights, right? I had a talk on this in Portland. I went down to Portland and I gave a workshop on sound and healing and sympathetic vibrations and stuff. And I explained to everybody that, like, you guys are not the same height. And I explain it to you. I say, you feel the vibration in different parts of your body, right? But that's dependent on how tall you are or how thick you are, right? It has to resonate through different, it depends. And the half-life, and the overtones, right? The overtones, all the sounds that you guys talk about, all the colors in music, they're going to hit different people at different parts of the body because you guys are just different lengths. Just like the strings on a piano are different lengths. So if you're a long string, to get that particular note, you're going to vibrate like this. Blah, 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 blah. No, if to get a high note, that long, thick string has got to be really taut. So in order for you to get the higher note, it's what it sounds like. Whereas a smaller, thin string is going to have a different kind of experience. It's going to be, so depending, so it's important. So this blanket that you guys throw and everything is not really how it works. So once again, you guys do not do this. But in the orchestra, in the symphony of life, you must be able to navigate the vibration. Hey, Gabrielle. Gabrielle, I can't pronounce your real name, so I'm just going to call you Yaya from now on. Okay. All right, next. So that's the deal, right? So that's the deal, and that's what's going on. The difference is, very clearly, the difference is those who run away and those who work it out. And if you run away in life, you are going to be a single mom. Or you're going to be 40 years old and you're going to be single. You're going to be 50. You're going to live your life single. If you work it out, you're going to become a multi-millionaire like my parents. You're going to be worth millions of dollars like my parents. It's up to you. I'm not. I couldn't work it out twice. This is the third time. This Tina thing is the third greatest failure of my life. But I'm trying to turn it into a win. Not to get with Tina at all. I really, really, really want to get the fuck out. I do not want to be there. But we still have a choice in life. To live in fear and run away from everything, or to work it out. And it's up to you guys in your lives. So once again, Rahani, the question you have to ask yourself, when you reach these crossroads in life, are you guys going to be able to work it out? And it's important, like it would behoove everyone to find someone that they can work things out with. You can't work it out with everybody, right? Like sometimes you really do, you have violent agreements, right? You're in clash. But there comes a time in your life where you have to stand up and fight for what you believe in. Or you're going to run away and you're going to be a single mom and you're going to be at the absolute bottom of the food chain. And so that's the lesson for today. And Gabrielle, you better be listening to this lesson too. So, because although it's not as hard, it's not, you got a different little beast. So that's the deal, guys. You fight. My mom said to me, when my studio was under attack, my mom said, that's your dream. That's your dream. You fight for that. My mom said, that's yours. You fight for your studio. You know, when Michelle tried to steal the studio from under me and she was being all retarded, locking the kids out and stuff, my mom said, that's yours. You fight for it. And I did fight for it. And I won because it's mine. And I believe in it. Go ahead, Rahani, ask the question. Go ahead. Go ahead. And then we'll read the cards and then we'll move on. So that's the lesson. That's the real lesson for today, right? Everything else is not allowed. Cock blocking is not allowed. Like, I appreciate everything. Gabrielle, do you know who Christine is? Holy God, Gabrielle. I haven't spoke with you in a while. The problem is Christine is not down where you are. She's up a little north somewhere. I can't remember where. But like, Christine's not down where you are. But Gabrielle, oh my God, Gabrielle, if you can find Christine on Instagram, I'll text her. I'll text you her thing on Instagram. You want to know Christine. You want Christine to be your new mentor. She is like a 7-time. Anyways, I'm not going to tell you what she is, but she is. You 100% want to know Christine, and you want to be mentored by Christine. Holy jeez. So, but like, I got to figure out a way to do the thing, and I'm not going to do it today. But it's great to see. I wanted to share that with you. Okay. Hey, there's another thing. I'll tell you just a little bit about fitness before we read the cards and I move on. I went for a run on the street yesterday or the day before. Listen to this. I ran on the street. Holy geez. You know, I spent the entire winter running really slow on the treadmill at a really steep incline. When I left Toronto, I was running for an hour at 2.5 at a level 9 incline. Like, I was really doing it slow and incline, strengthening my soleus muscle or whatever. And then I went for a run on the street yesterday. Holy geez, I felt fast. Like I was like, whoa, I feel light and fat. Like, whoa. And it's like, I like almost fell down. I was running. It was really weird. So, but I hadn't run on the street for the entire winter because, like, you know, it's cold in Canada. So it's fascinating, man. Not that I'm recommending it for you guys, but like, I'll tell you when I get the thing up. Well, that's cool, Gabrielle. You don't have to do anything. I'm not, because she's not in, Christine's not in down where you are anyway. So you can't like go to a face-to-face, but you want Christine to mentor you. Absolutely. And it might be good. It might be good for Christine to have a little bit of feminine energy in her life as well. Right. And you're a real go-getter and she's like, she could use a little bit of your energy and you could use her mentorship. All right, next, let me move on. It's great to see you. All right, next. So what's the question, Rahan? Okay, so that's the deal. I'm not angry with anybody. I'm not disappointed in anyone. And I love all of you. I really do. And the sunny side is awesome. I love it here. But there comes a time you have to do it. Are you going to work it out with everybody? No, man. You're not going to work it out with everybody. Sometimes you don't work it out with anybody. So like, but if it's also, you know, if it's important, you treat it like it's important and you find a way. And that's what you do. And that's what you do. You know, caution, right? Caution. Just like Brandy was doing. Sunny, do you know this? Sunny, do you know this? Sunny, do you know this? Sunny, do you know that? And I'm like, okay. And Wing One is like, Sunny, call these people. Sunny, call these people. Sunny, call these people. And I said, okay. You know, and Pam said, call this, do this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. That's the deal. All right, let's move on. I'm too tired these days. I'm too burnt out to really preach and yell at anyone. So I'm really too tired. Oh man, let's do this and then I'm gonna go down. That's fine. Ask me face to face. No big deal. I gotta warn you, there aren't many people in life who get a face-to-face conversation with me unless they work at a coffee shop or they're a lawyer. So I'm going to say that again. I'm not Tina. I don't talk to everybody in the world, right? I'm not Brandy. I'm not Tina. I don't talk to everybody. I'm Sunny. People don't get a face. I'm Sunny. There's a list of people in the background who are waiting to get personal readings at $235 each that I have not responded to. It is not that easy. Okay, next. All right, here we go. Let's look. Hey, Shaylee, what's up? I'll tell you what's going on. I'm nervous. And I'm scared for Tina. Yesterday I was nervous and scared for me because I thought I was in trouble. But the bail bondsman said he has a record that says Tina attacked me. So I'm okay. Plus, she's staying in my hotel room. That makes it like impossible for what she's saying. It makes it a domestic dispute, which we don't have. So I'm not really worried. So I'm not really worried about me and my safety anymore. In addition to that, the new moon has given me a new perspective on things. I'm not stressing out anymore. I'm not running from hotel to anything. You know, metaphorically or symbolically, yesterday I fixed the leak in the back tire on the Mustang. It was expensive, but my tires are really expensive. So I fixed it. So the Mustang is not leaking anymore. Let those words settle in. The Mustang's not leaking anymore. So we're going to stop all of the leaks in life. And she's doesn't have to be a financial liability. I made her a financial liability by being inflexible, for not being creative. I haven't been creative, right? So that's it. Gigi, go ahead and ask your question. If someone's boss is going to be demoted or stepped down, well, you'd need the boss's chart, right? Or you'd need the boss's chart, and I could tell quite easily if something's going to happen to the boss with his chart or her chart. But to look in your chart and see what's going to happen to the boss, you could see negative things happening to your friends and associates, or a negative thing at the office, or Mars in the 10th house means someone at the office is causing problems, or like Venus in the 10th house, you might get a job, or the 6th house. It's possible. It's a little bit tricky, you know. You know, Gigi, that's a tricky question. I like those questions. All right, next. So that's what I'm good. Yeah. Well, Rohani, when we have conversation, Rohani, if you are ever going to be lucky enough to have a face-to-face with me, Rohani, if you having a face-to-face with me, our conversations, we ain't going to be using consonants. You and I, we're going to have a conversation using only vowels, like ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. You and I going to speak in vowels, Rohani. So, like, you better go practice your Canadian English. It's like, I never said a draconian chart was garbage. A draconian chart is the chart of your nodes, right? A draconian chart is very different. You set it to the nodes and then you read your draconian chart like that. Draconian, the dragon, right? Draconian, dragon. It's the chart of your dragon, right? So you cast the chart as from your dragon, and then you read it like that. And it's the draconian chart's quite interesting. It's interesting. And so, yeah, it's one of the things. A draconian chart, it's one of the ways of casting a horoscope for certain insights that you might be looking for. I don't think it's nonsense at all. It just depends on what you're trying to achieve. A draconian chart, in my book, isn't really going to tell you if you're going to get in a traffic accident, so it's not really applicable to horoscopes. But if you want to know a little bit more of your own insight, right? Insight about yourself and maybe where you've come from and where you're going, and maybe the shadow side of your life, right? Because the nodes are your shadow side, then the draconian chart's a good idea. Why not, man? I do it all. I haven't done it. I don't do it all the time anymore. But we did look into the draconian chart quite recently. And I think it's actually, it's Erica who keeps asking me all those questions. Like Erica asked me all those questions years ago. It's like, anyways, because Erica was studying, right? Erica was, and she asked me all those, like part of fortune, part of spirit, you know, the Arabian parts and stuff. It's interesting. Well, you know, Chili, that's a question for another day. If you're going to link in, I personally think, I'm going to tell you, most things in astrology is extremely obvious if you know how to look at it. Just ask Pam. Pam knows all the books. Like she memorized, Pam inhales books and she memorizes everything. But she didn't have, you know, she's learning the perspective. But when you go to click, she has this major aha epiphany and she sees everything, right? She has the knowledge. Now, you know, just show her where to look at the chart. And Pam's brain goes boom. Pam's astrological brain goes woo when she gets the insight. And it's the same with you guys. So if you're looking for a compatibility thing, if it doesn't show up, like I'm gonna say very sincere, like you guys are looking at all of this stuff. Let me ask you a question, Chaley. Before you go into draconian charts or Arabic parts, why have you not studied declinations in a chart? Magi astrology. In Magi astrology, your declinations are just as important as your planetary placements, especially when it comes to relationships. I don't show you guys this all the time because for $10 or for whatever I charge for 10 minutes, it's a lot to do in 10 minutes. So I don't usually do it. But when you have a private reading with me, I quite often do it if it's a relationship thing. So before you go into draconian charts or before you go into any kind of anything, I would recommend you first explore the other parts of your natal charts. And if it doesn't show up in your natal charts and it doesn't show up in the declinations, and I'm going to say something else, sometimes it doesn't show up in the natal chart, but it's very obvious in the declination. Obvious. And so, like obvious, like it's way easier to see. And so if you guys can do that, like sometimes in like when I'm talking to you guys and I'm looking at charts, when I look at your charts and I say, I don't really know why you guys, I don't really see it, right? I'm like, I don't really see it. This looks like, I don't really know why you guys are together, right? I say it all the time. I say, okay, I can see why you guys are together. I see there's a lot of love in this chart. I see you guys might make money. I can see it, right? And in other charts, I'm like, why the fuck are you guys even talking to each other? But usually, if you're in a relationship and I look at your charts and it's like, why the fuck are you guys even talking to each other? I can almost guarantee that you guys are going to line up in the declination. And how do I know that? Because that's exactly what I studied at the beginning. I told you guys, my first beginning of astrology, the very first astrology I learned was without astrological signs. Like I learned without astrological signs. I learned and it was a combination, like it's a wheel with a sine wave indicating the declinations inside. And I would look at the outside at the same time. I don't do it anymore because my software doesn't do that, right? But my original software, that's what it looked like. Not that I'm bragging or being anything, but like that's, so I'm going to say it again. Before you guys search in the other things, which are quite fun, they really are fun. I would look at the other things first. All right, next. Ah, my three favorite books. I like Steppenwolf. I thought Steppenwolf was a really good book. I like The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. I like Steppenwolf by Herman Hesse. And if I were to look at another book, it would be the Tao. I usually read the Tao almost every single day. I didn't bring it with me. I forgot it for some reason, which is good that I didn't bring it, because if Tina saw a copy of the Tao, she would probably split my throat. Would think I worship the devil. So like the those are my three favorite books. So The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, the um, Steppenwolf by Herman Hesse, and the Tao by Lao Tzu. Next. That's a weird question. It's okay. Okay. All right, let's look at the cards and then get out of here. I got to read the cards and then I got to hit the road. That's the lesson for today. You have a choice in life. You have a choice in life. And the choice is to, the choice is like the choices in life it really comes down to what you do. It really comes down to what you do. But I'll tell you the biggest lesson I learned from my dad. The biggest lesson I learned from my dad is, and like, you know, I listened to Brandy for all those years and I didn't learn the lesson from Brandy. I really, really wish I had learned this lesson from Brandy, but I just was not listening. The greatest lesson I learned from my dad is, at the end of the day is the end of the day. And there's no going back, and you can't do anything about it. And that's the lesson. So, it's up to you, armed with that knowledge, to navigate your life any way you want. And I want to navigate my life to make a better world for other people. And I know everybody says Sonny's ego and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. That's not the deal. You guys come to me second for everything. Even in astrology, I'm one of the best around. Like you guys, I know you guys paying money to study with other people who are clearly inferior. You guys would rather spend more money on an inferior education than come to me again and then go study, then steal all my shit. It's hilarious. But I'm not angry and I'm not upset at anybody, because I'm not for anybody. I'm here in this world looking for some very specific people. The people it's why I owned I owned the school. I was looking for very specific people. I'm in this world looking for very specific people. And when I find them, it's extremely important for me to, I count my blessings and then we move from there. And I do everything in my power to make sure it doesn't tarnish. I'm going on and on and on and on about Rouhani, because Rouhani is an extremely special person. And all of this stuff I'm doing here on the sunny side is to protect Rouhani from everyone else, because Rouhani's not like you guys. And so that's the deal, right? So that's where the lectures are coming from right now. Hey, Nick, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day. Oh, Nikki, don't worry about studying with me. I'm not teaching, but I'm going to tell you guys something about education. About education. Listen to this. About education, I'm going to need money soon, right? I can't count on probate. I can't count on probate because that probate money has to pay the house taxes, and it costs me $20,000 a year to run the house alone. And okay, so That money goes to the house. But I'm in trouble with the thing right now. So that stuff, the Tao is L-A-U, Lao Tzu. L-A-U-Z-O-U. Lao Tzu wrote the Tao. Okay, next. Okay, so what am I talking about? I just got sidetracked. So I'm going to start teaching again. Okay, so I am going to start teaching again. I'm going to do a little class for you guys, and we'll see how it progresses. It's not going to be that expensive because, like, I don't really do this for the money, but but I do need the money. So here's what I'm going to do, and we'll talk about it. I've been thinking about starting the class and starting up the class again. And my class is in modules, and I want to do it live because I do everything live and I teach live, but I want to take each module and put it on that teaching thing, like Udemy or like whatever, those teaching sites that you put videos on. I was going to put my course on one of those sites, but like, man, I don't promote the course. I don't do that. I don't really, except for right now in my life, this month, I don't really need any money. I would rather just sit here and answer your questions because I kind of, even though I get pissed off all the time, I really like your question, and you guys stimulate my brains with your questions. I kind of like it. And so just like I, just like we, yeah, so that's it. So like, that's the deal. All right, next, let's read it. It's not going to be expensive, but I was thinking I'm going to do it in the house system, just like I do astrology for you guys. And I'm going to explain it. And there should be 8 modules, like 6 modules on the house system, because the houses are in tandem, right? The first house and the 7th house are in tandem. All right, so we learn it like that. This is I am, that's we are. And we look at it from different perspectives, right? And that's how I teach it. And then we go through each of the things, right? This is I am, this is my money, this is my travels. And that's how we do it. And we do all the planets in there one at a time. At the end, right, in addition to that, we have to talk about the aspects, because most people, except me, think the first house is just the first house. You guys don't seem to understand that if the sun is in the first house, you guys might travel a lot, because the first house is harmonious with the 9th house. If your Venus is in the first house, you might have a lot of kids, because like it's harmonious with the 5th house. So that's the deal. I explain how it works. I do things energy in motion, right? Most of you guys read the thing, right? Like you look at one card and you're like, that's that. And for some reason, you guys do things in keywords, which are really fucking weird. How can you read an entire book and only memorize one word from the book? That's pretty fucking failing. So it's a pretty big fucking failure. And so that's how it's going to work. But there's more in astrology than just the houses. Like you have to learn the aspects and how to view the aspects, all of this kind of stuff. So that like the sun moon is really important. And if you don't learn the sun moon at level 1, you're not gonna learn all this stuff. And the same with the different, like Jupiter moon, right? So that's why there's an extra 2 days on the class. All right, so it's 6 classes in the system that I use, and it's 2 classes on sorting out the moon and relationships and all this kind of stuff, which is stuff you need to know. There's a handout, and there's an exam. So that's what I think. 8 weeks. That's what I think. 8 classes. If you sign up late, it's okay. It's not going to fuck you up, right? We'll just loop it around. It's not really a big deal. Because it's in modules. And I know people get busy and they can't attend all the classes. So you can loop it around and go back. All right. The class is not progressive. It's in modules. So, all right, next. Let's look at the cards and then get out of here. 10 o'clock. I got to boogie out in a couple of minutes. I got to hit the road, and we got to do this. It's also, when you guys pay for it, you guys are going to be able to pay in twice, right? You don't have to pay the whole thing up front because it's in 8 modules, right? 8 weeks. You could pay like half and then half. I don't really care. I just need to pay off this trip. I just need to pay off this trip, and then everything else will be free again. Let's read the cards and get out of here. Also, I'm going to tell you guys something else. Oh, hey, Lane, what's up? Who are you? Lane, what's up, man? Welcome to the sunny side. I don't even know who you are. It's great to see you. Those are really nice words, man. You better not be Gabrielle fucking me up. Oh, man. No, Chaley, I get it. I get it, Chaley, I get it. I get it. Hey, Chaley, I get it. But listen to me for a sec. One thing I don't want to, Chaley, so one thing we're not going to do in the class, Lean, it's great to see you, Lean. One thing we're not going to do in the class is talk about like parts of fortune and that kind of stuff. That stuff is for questions here, right? If you guys have any, because there's a lot of stuff to unpack in astrology. But for the questions like part of fortune and all that kind of stuff, there's my alarm. We got to do a reading and get out of here. So that stuff, part of fortune and stuff, that's ask me that here when we have time, right? And because that stuff is very different, and that a lot of that stuff is it's not necessarily subjective, but it's not. I wouldn't necessarily, it's more theoretical. Arabian parts are theoretical, very theoretical. And you can't do them. You can't do many of them. Well, you can, right? It all depends. But many of them have to, like the part of fortune and part of spirit, they tend to deal with ascendant, right? Like they move it around. And once you move it around, like it doesn't, like the constellations don't really count, like it changes. So I'll explain that stuff to you. Like I've explained it several times, but I'll explain it again. But stuff's not going to be in the class. And so good, but it's interesting. I just teasing you, Gabrielle. Just teasing you. All right, let's do this thing and then we'll get out of here. All right, let's get out of here. 1111, let's make our 1111 wish. I have an 1111 wish. I have two wishes. One, I wish that Tina contacts me today. I wish that Tina contacts me today and we can start this healing process. The other wish I have is I'm going to call, I have it right here on my computer, a mobile crisis response thing in Pinellas County. I'm going to call those guys and I'm going to see if they'll go help Tina. They're supposed to bring a social worker, mental health, and the whole deal. So that's my 1111 wish. All right, let's do it. Oh, no. It's not pop astrology. No. Don't misunderstand me. The part of fortune and stuff, that's not really part of pop astrology. Pop astrology is like Liz Green. Like when I wrote horoscopes in the newspapers, that's pop astrology. When I do the horoscopes for you guys, that's pop astrology. When I do readings for you guys, that's real astrology. And the pop astrology is okay. The parts of fortune come from the past. It's more a theoretical thing because you're talking about, so I'm going to just tell you, like the sun, like the part of fortune is this. It's the part of fortune is you remove the minor light from the major light. So if you're born during the day, I might have this backwards, but if you're born during the day, you're going to remove the moon from the sun, and then you're going to apply it to the ascendant. Or I'm going to do it different. The part of fortune is the distance between the moon and the sun applied to your ascendant. And I'm going to explain that to you right now. My sun is at 23 degrees Scorpio. My moon is at 11 degrees Scorpio. So 11 to 23, the difference between 11 and 23 is 12, right? Is 12 between 11 and 23 is the difference. So my part of fortune is at 12 degrees Gemini, which is my ascendant, right? It's going to be, it's 12 degrees from my ascendant, which is at 5 degrees. So my part of fortune should be at about 25 degrees Gemini. Does that make sense to you guys? That's how it works. Like, that's how it works. But the part of fortune is only one. On the other side, we have the part of spirit. And the part of spirit works in tandem with the part of fortune. And the part of fortune tends to be your moon, because it's from Vedic astrology, and Vedic talk about your moon. And so it's a desire that you have. And where is that desire? So that's what it is. So that's what it is. And it works in tandem. One is the moon, the other is the sun. One's below the horizon, one is above the horizon. And that's how those parts work. But there are a lot of parts, and they're a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that in the class because it's really messy. So, all right, next. All right, let's move on. Pop astrology is like every astrology in the world that we don't. Let's move on. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Da-na-na-na. Collective reading, and then I'm going to hit the road. That's my wish. I wish Tina contacts me today. I wish that these guys go get her help today. She needs glasses, shoes, and a social worker. Here we go. First up. Here we go. Let's do our little reading. Oh my God, the magician. All right. I also have to get her a suitcase. So, the magician. All right, we manifesting today. We're manifesting. Magician, 6 of Pentacles reversed, right? Maybe the hammer, I don't know. 6 of Pentacles is charity, right? This is helping people out financially. It's reversed. Maybe someone is taking advantage of me financially. Maybe, except she has a mental health condition. So I don't think, nobody's taking advantage of, I'm just doing it. All right, so maybe this is going to stop. Right? We go back to the 5 of Pentacles, which is being broke ass. Watch out for all of that. Holy shit, the Lovers. Wow. Holy fuck. Holy Jesus, ask Christ. Man, if I can get the Magician and the Lovers going, wow, that would be a good day for Sunny. That's not going to happen, though. That's never happened in my entire life. Although I can say I was naked on the beach for one summer. Oh, my God. Yeah, the King of Cups reversed. That's me. I'm ready to leave. 3 of Wands reversed, right? Being impatient, right? King of Cups, forcing your love on someone. 3 of Wands reversed, being impatient. The Lovers, 4 of Swords. Patience, 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 man. There's nothing you can do about it. 4 of Swords. Holy jeez. Well, this line wasn't so fucking good. This line wasn't so fucking good. Let's try one more. Then we'll break it out. 2 of Wands. Decisions, adventures that are coming. Yeah, I get it. 6 of Swords reversed. You can't fucking walk away. I get it. And da-na-na-na. 8 of Pentacles. Just doing your shit. Guys, I need money. I'll teach the class for you guys. And I want to make the videos. So I've always wanted to make the videos. Let's finish this up. Oh my God, the Empress. Oh shit. I hope nobody's pregnant. Fuck. I hope nobody's pregnant. That would really put a fuck up in my life. But then again, I don't really get a lot of action these days. And Page of Pentacles, new beginnings in money. I'll do the class for you guys. I'll teach you guys for real. We need 5 guys to do the class. We're going to do it on Zoom. It's going to be on Sundays. If there's only one person in the class, I'm not going to bother because I really don't need $500. I need $5,000. So, like, there we go. Good luck, guys. You wish for more badassery? Oh my God, I can't say this enough. I'm super gushing. Gabrielle, you got Sue's not pregnant. Not my kid, man. It's not my kid. It's hair. Kid's hair is not even blonde. Can't possibly be my kid. Can't possibly be my kid. Oh my God. Thanks, Bianca. I super appreciate it. Point of spirit. Bianca, you're part of spirit. is the up. If your fortune is below, your spirit's going to be above. If your spirit's fortune's above, your spirit's going to be below. They're going to be the same. It's really neat. It's really, really, really neat. Look it up. Look up the juxtaposition between the part of fortune and the part of spirit. There's a third one that goes with it. I can't remember what the third one's called, but those three go in they go together. Everybody cool? Yeah, we're gonna do it all by email, not today. I spent last night and today thinking about how I would structure this, and it looks like I kind of have to go back to work, so I'll do it. Although I like doing readings with you guys. Shaylee, you need a job and rent money? Oh my God, join the club. Yeah, Sue, congratulations on the upcoming false pregnancy. Sue's like, I don't know if I'm pregnant or not, but I haven't had my period in a long time. All right, I'll stop. That's so mean. I guess that's not mean, but that's so nasty. All right, whatever. Everybody be cool, man. Wishing everyone the best of an amazing day. And I'll catch you guys later. Have fun, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, also, I think my horoscopes are going to be for members only, just letting you guys know. So they were supposed to be for members only at the beginning, members and moderators, but like, we'll see as we move.